Hi everyone, it is so nice to be part of this Active Birth video series. My name is Carol Burrows and I am a birth doula and a postpartum doula. So I'm going to explain what a doula is, what we do, and hopefully give you some useful birthing tips for your labour. So first of all, I have had, we have had 8 children, 1 husband. And you might say, I found my passion in life. Well, I have a new passion, and that passion is not necessarily to inspire you to have 8 as well, unless you really want to, but I have a passion to support and inspire women and their partners in labour. I want you to be inspired. So first, a little bit about what a doula is. Where did this word come from? It's a Greek word, and the translation actually means handmaiden or woman who serves. In days gone by, women would have other women around them for the labour and for the birth. And as birth has become so much more medicalised, and we live further and further away from family, we tend to have lost that support of just having that nurturing of other women around us to support us in our families. So fewer women experience that support. So fathers and partners do offer support. I'm certainly not minimising their support, but they too, you're experiencing your birth as well, and birth of your baby, and you're coping with your new identities too. So that's where a birth doula comes in. So birth doulas are where we are trained to provide practical and emotional support to women and families during labour and birth. And postpartum doulas support and address the needs of mothers and the families at home after the birth. So birth doulas provide continuous support while you're labouring. We routinely arrive when your labour begins or whenever you are ready for additional support. We can meet you at your home or at hospital, or just remain at home if you're having a hospital birth. So either way is fine. A doula will remain with you continuously through labour and also stays for a couple of hours after your birth. Numerous studies have shown that women who receive this continual support are more likely to have spontaneous vaginal birth, slightly shorter labours, less likely to use pain medications, a reduction in caesareans, and are more satisfied with their birth experience. There's a lot of pluses there. The birth doula usually makes a postpartum home visit in the week following the birth as well, and if additional support is wanted or needed, the woman and her family may also hire a postpartum doula. So here are a couple of birthing tips which I hope you will find really useful. The first one is called Smell the Roses, and it's all about breathing. It is so important to breathe during labour. Through your contractions, your uterus is a really big muscle. It's working really hard and it needs a really good oxygen supply to work optimally. Your baby obviously needs a good supply of oxygen too, and our breathing is connected to how stressed we feel, and we can literally breathe out all the tension from our bodies. So for this one, we're going to use our senses of sight and smell. For the in-breath through our nose, I want you to imagine a huge bunch of beautiful, fragrant red roses right in front of us. They're deliciously fragrant and they look absolutely gorgeous. You might even want to order some for your labour. So for the in-breath, we're going to smell the roses. For the out-breath, we're going to imagine a candle in front of us. And when we're going to blow out that candle, we're not going to do it with tight lips. We're going to do it with loose lips. As we are loose around our mouth and our face is relaxed, so also our perineum will be loose and relaxed as well. So here's our beautiful bunch of red roses. Here we go. And out to blow the candle. We're going to do that 2 more times. The contraction starting. Here we go. Beautiful roses. And blow out the candle. Okay, last time. Beautiful roses. Blow out the candle. Okay. The best time to practice breathing for labour is not in the middle of your labour, when you're frantically thinking, what page was that on? How am I supposed to breathe? The best time to practice breathing for your labour is when you are stressed, or you have done something painful like stub your toe. I know it's not productive pain, but believe me, it is the best time to practice your labouring breathing. Stub your toe, it's like it can make all the difference. You're creating those neural pathways from your brain to your body. So when you've done all your practicing, you're in labour, the contractions start, you literally don't really have to think about it at all. Your body automatically just goes into right. So next time you're feeling anxious, you're worried, you're angry, you stub your toe, you know what to do. Okay, my next tip is feeling safe when you are vulnerable. As a child, I would sometimes seek refuge under my bed or round the back of the house where no one else went. I was alone, I felt safe, and I just needed time by myself. As an adult, I realise I still have that need to feel safe. And I have some favourite spots, both inside and outside, when I can put aside my worries and focus on that safe feeling. Being in labour brings its own anxieties of the birth. Who's there? How will I cope? What will people think? We need to feel safe when we're giving birth. And we need to practice feeling safe for our birth. Just like the smell of the roses, we're creating neural pathways that will naturally serve us just when we need them. When was the last time you felt really safe? Even if it was just a long time ago, you can still recall the thoughts and memories that will support you now. An anxious heart produces the fight, flight and fright hormones, adrenaline, which actually works against oxytocin, which we want for our labour and our birth. I want you to begin by finding a safe space. These are all things that you can practice before your birth, and you can be creative. Set a timer for 5 minutes, or longer if you want to. Close your eyes. Sometimes I wear earplugs to help me focus. Begin breathing slowly and bring to mind times of when you felt safe. Big times or very small times. It has no matter how long ago they are. Welcome and enjoy these feelings of feeling safe. As you get stronger, try feeling safe in a less safe space when you may be feeling a bit more anxious. If you can practice this for 5 minutes for 3 times a day, that can be just enough to become a habit strong enough for you to effortlessly move into when you are in labour. A nurtured, safe space is so important, and we can do so much. Yes, we want a natural birth, but we have to do the work beforehand, and there's so much we can do to help. So now you know a little bit about what doulas do. You've kind of almost met one here. And so now I just want to tell you a little bit about my offerings and my services and how I can help you. So I often say to women that I'm not just coming to watch you brush your teeth. Very true. It's an honour, it's a privilege to be at a birth. And I just want you to know that. I take it quite seriously as to when being asked to be at a birth. There's a lot of trust involved. My husband was with me for all of my labours, and it was a really bonding time for the two of us. So I don't just come along and say, okay, well, it's just me and woman and partner, you can just go over there. Oh no, it's your birth, your labour, your baby, totally. I am there for both of you, whatever you need, emotionally, support-wise, so many areas that I can help you with. So I see you as a couple, not just as just supporting the woman. There's so many ways that the partner can need support as well, and ideas on ways that you can help your birthing partner. If you want to know any more birthing tips, especially to do with your 5 senses, then come along to my Birthing with Passion classes, where it is stuffed full with ideas and techniques for your labour, for your birth. You will find how to make a glamour bag, stuffed full of ideas that you can take into your labour and your birth. I run the classes either in groups or in your homes one-on-one, which is a really great way. It creates a lot of trust and intimacy. You can ask any questions you like, and we can really personalise what you need for your birth. My full birth doula package involves 3 to 4 antenatal visits where we get to know each other, build a lot of trust. We can talk about your fears and your anxieties for your birth and personalise your birth just for you. I'm there from early labour. As I was saying, continuous support is so important. Early labour right the way through to the birth of your baby, and for a couple of hours afterwards as well, just getting you settled and giving you the support you need. You also have one postpartum visit afterwards as well when you're at home. So postpartum work, I think, is really important as well, because it's another piece in the puzzle. The two go together, the birth doula and the postpartum doula. I love walking into your people's homes. I don't care if it's if it's a mess, if you haven't slept all night and you're crying. Whatever you need is my heart's desire to do. I am really flexible. You might need meal prep, you might need washing, adult conversation, someone to hold your baby so you can have a shower. There are so many different ways that I can come and help you just for you. I do not judge. I do not take your baby away from you. I am mother focused, totally mother focused, and it's your mental health and your needs as my priority. So I really do. As part of Freedom Births, I value mothers, I value you before, during and after birth. Thank you so much for watching, and all the very best.